We're going to look at the unit canceling method. This is also known as dimensional analysis or the factor label method. The unit canceling method is a math technique that uses canceling units to solve math problems. There's some terms you should be familiar with. Conversion factors are used to convert between units. So here's some examples here. We have 4 quarts is the same thing as 1 gallon. We have that 1 foot is the same thing as 12 inches. Or we know that 10 millimeters is the same thing as 1 centimeter. You should be familiar with the term numerator. That means the top number in a fraction. The denominator is the bottom number in a fraction. And a coefficient is the front number. So, for example, the numerator is 4 quarts. The coefficient in the numerator is 4. The coefficient in the denominator is 1. We are going to start off solving an easy problem just to show how this works. A college student has 110 nickels but needs quarters to do laundry. How many quarters should the student get? So we always start off by identifying what we are given, and in this case we are given 110 nickels. And we want to find how many quarters we should get. And we know that if we have 1 quarter, that is equal to 5 nickels. We can rewrite these as fractions. So we can say that 1 quarter is equal to 5 nickels, or we can say that 5 nickels is equal to 1 quarter. We're going to use these to do our unit cancellation. We're going to start with 110 nickels, and we need to cancel the nickels. To do that, we're going to put nickels in the denominator. Slide nickels down. We're going to look at our conversion factors. We have conversion factor A, we have conversion factor B. The conversion factor that has nickels in the bottom is this form here. So 5 nickels matches up to 1 quarter. We've canceled out the nickels, now we're in quarters, so we have 110 quarters over 5, and the nickels is canceled out. 110 divided by 5 is 22, so the student will have 22 quarters to do their laundry.
Let's do a medium problem. How many teaspoons are in a 3.2 cup bottle of cough syrup? So we always start with identifying our given, and that is 3.2 cups. And what we're looking for are the number of teaspoons. The abbreviation for teaspoons is TSP, so we're going to find TSP. And if you cook, there's some things that you know. You know that 1 cup is the same thing as 16 tablespoons, TBSs. And you know that 1 tablespoon is the same thing as 3 teaspoons. So let's go ahead and work this problem. We're going to start with our 3.2 cups. And we need to cancel out cups and get to another unit. So we're going to bring cups down to the bottom, slide it down. And if we look over here, we're going to need to use 1 cup is 16 tablespoons, TBS. We have to match up the coefficients. So 1 matches with cup, 16 matches with tablespoons. We've now canceled out the cups. Now it's time to go from tablespoons to teaspoons. So we'll bring tablespoons down so that they cancel. We'll switch over to teaspoons, TSP, match the coefficient. 1 tablespoon is the same thing as 3 teaspoons. We've canceled out the tablespoons. All we're left with is teaspoons. That's what we're looking for right here. So let's go ahead and do the math. We would multiply 3.2 times 16 times 3, and in the denominator is 1 times 1. If you plug this into your calculator, you're going to get 153.6 teaspoons. But wait, let's do significant figures also. 3.2 cups has two significant figures. So we're going to use the 3.2 cups to control the number of significant figures, which means that we're going to round to the first two positions. So 153.6 rounds down to 150 teaspoons. Put a box around your answer so that everybody knows that you are done. One last problem. My yacht is 22 meters long. How long is this in feet? All right, so let's take a look at the problem. We're starting off with 22 meters. And that's going to be our given. So we always write down our be given to start with, so we're focused. And we're looking for how many feet that's going to be. And the abbreviation for feet is FT. We are provided some length conversions. We are given that 1 inch is the same as 2.54 centimeters. We're told 1 meter is exactly 100 centimeters. And hopefully we know that 12 inches is the same thing as 1 foot. So let's go ahead and get started. We have 22 meters. And we need to cancel out the meters unit. So we'll slide meters on down. If we look across at our conversion factors, here we have 1 meter is the same thing as 100 centimeters. So 1 meter is the same thing as 100 centimeters. So we can see our meters cancel. But we still need to get to feet, so we're going to need to cancel those centimeters. So now we can get to inches because we know that 1 inch is the same thing as 2.54 centimeters. We still are not to feet, so we're going to cancel out the centimeters and bring inches down. And now we should be able to use that 12 inches is the same thing as 1 foot. All right, so let's do the math. We have 22 times 100 times 1 times 1. And then in the denominator we would have 1 times 2.54 times 12. If you plug all of this into your calculator, you're going to find that this is equal to 72.1784 yada 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 yada. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to round to the correct number of sig figs. So we have two significant figures in the value 22. So we're rounding to the first two positions. So we're going to have 72 feet. Put a box around it so everybody knows you're done.